Hello, my name is Kevin Probst. I'm coming to you from Kevin's Korner on this last day of September in 2025, and I'd like to talk to you briefly about the danger of spiritualizing our politics. Many may think that Jesus had no interest in politics, that his mission was exclusively spiritual, and his political stance was entirely passive and neutral. However, the government was an institution sanctioned by God in response to a period of time in which rebellious disobedience toward God was prevalent throughout the whole earth. And the only righteous man that could be found was Noah, who was blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Left to his own devices, man proved again and again his inability to control the desires of the flesh. He was desperately in need of help. And the government was the schoolmaster to help the pupil behave. Noah's family was tasked with repopulating the earth. His sons would disperse and they would father nations. And the covenant that God made with Noah for the governance of those nations that would be formed is found in Genesis 9:6. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans his blood will be shed. And this may seem very harsh to some, but the last part of this verse justifies this divine command, for God made humans in his image. The unjustified murder of another human being is a direct attack on the very image of God himself. Jesus recognized the importance of government, even if those governors were sinful men. His instructions were to render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and render unto God the things that are God's. He was teaching the importance of submitting to the authority of both an earthly kingdom as well as a spiritual kingdom while maintaining a clear distinction between them. And Paul echoed the importance of government in his letter to the Romans. Let everyone submit to the governing authorities. Since there is no authority except from God, the authorities that exist are instituted by God. And the danger Christians must be aware of is the Judas factor. Judas, a disciple of Christ, lost his focus on the true mission of the Son. Jesus had come to earth to organize his followers into a spiritual kingdom. Judas wanted to redirect the power and influence of Christ by manipulating a political coup against the authority of Rome. I fear there are many strong conservative Americans who mistakenly measure their Christian devotion according to their political stance. Opposing the murder of the unborn and resisting unimaginable sexual deviancy in our society is good and necessary, but it doesn't make us Christian. Jesus taught his disciples to respect women in a society that treated them as secondary citizens. Jesus encouraged societal reform by giving value to the hated Samaritans and treating Gentiles as equals, but he never taught that these virtues could earn salvation for the soul. One might be on the right side of all the political issues, so much so that others may assume they must be Christian. It will be a sad and difficult day for those who stand before Christ on the final day of judgment, having put their trust in their conservative politics. Lord, did you not see how I opposed abortion, how I opposed divorce, how I fought for racial justice and care for the poor and needy, only to hear the most devastating reply, I never knew you, depart from me. Christ's message to those who believe salvation comes through their politics is the same as his message to the Pharisees of his day. Christ didn't condemn the Pharisees for being conscientious. He condemned them for substituting God's original and true plan of salvation with their devotion to the law. And those who would find Christ as Savior are those who believe what he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. True salvation comes only to those who recognize that they are sinners. They have faith in the sacrifice and the resurrection of Christ, and they accept salvation not by works, not as a result of their political commitments, but as a gift of grace and mercy from a loving God. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.